The iPhone XR is now available around 22,000 Indian rupees in the second hand market. आज के वीडियो में हम सब कुछ डिस्कस करेंगे that how is the camera quality, how is the overall performance and are you getting the additional headroom for the upcoming couple of years. तो आज का वीडियो देखने के बाद आपके मन का सारा कंफ्यूजन एक कंक्लूजन बन जाएगा. Means after watching this video you will have a clear idea that should you go for the iPhone XR or go for something else. So without any further ado, let's get started. आप सब लोगों को ये बात तो पता है that with the iPhone XR, the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Max, you are getting Apple's A12 Bionic chip. और भले ये फ़ोन 2018 में लॉन्च हुआ था, but now also in 2022, it is more than capable. And no doubt, अभी के जो नए processors हैं, those are way better than Apple's A12 Bionic chip. But that difference is way more noticeable on paper. I mean in terms of benchmark. But if you are talking about normal day-to-day use, then Apple's A12 Bionic is an absolute champion. And I can even go as far as to say that ये जो 20 to 25,000 का price bracket है, I think in this the iPhone XR is standing out. I mean in terms of the performance, in terms of the rich body feel, in terms of the premium build quality, in terms of the battery backup and in terms of the camera system. क्योंकि इस price bracket में ऐसे बहुत ही कम phones हैं जो हर एक box check करते हैं. And in this price segment, I believe in one thing, that it is always better to buy a used flagship than buying a new budget phone or buying a new mid-range phone. अब आते हैं इसके कैमरा पे. With this phone you are getting a single rear camera including a selfie camera. इसके प्राइमरी कैमरा पे आने से पहले हम फ्रंट कैमरा के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं. So the front facing camera of the iPhone XR is pretty much good but not something exceptional. It does the job. But there is one complaint about the front facing camera and that is about the low light ability. So let that be in terms of taking a selfie, a portrait mode shot, or let that be in terms of recording video. In low lighting situation, it is very much grainy. So you start to see lot of noise in everything, and that is to be expected because in 2018, night mode was not introduced. So the front facing camera of the iPhone XR is pretty much decent. But talking about the rear camera, it is actually very good. The shots coming out of it are actually very good because the main camera is actually very wide. And because the camera is actually wider, the portrait mode is actually better because more light can enter into the sensor, but at the same time it can capture a lot of background. So if you are taking a portrait mode shot on the iPhone XS or any other camera with a dual camera setup, then it is a cropped in photo. But in terms of the iPhone XR, it is actually a wider photo. So the portrait mode shots coming out of the iPhone XR are actually very good. And same goes regarding the video quality, regarding the slow motion, the time lapse and all of the basic camera features. So in terms of the camera, it is actually quite good. और मुझे इस बात की पूरी गारंटी है कि आपको iPhone XR का कैमरा बहुत ही अच्छा लगेगा because इस प्राइस सेगमेंट में जितने भी नए फोन्स अवेलेबल है, all of them are too much different. I mean, if you're looking for a natural type of camera, a phone camera which doesn't play with the colors, that doesn't boost the saturation and has the accurate HDR, then the iPhone XR is a clear winner. Now let's talk about the battery backup. iPhone XR का पहले से ही बैटरी बैकअप बहुत अच्छा है since the launch time, और लॉन्च के बाद से अब तक, even after having all of the software updates, the battery backup is really good. At the time of filming this video, the latest iOS update is iOS 15.4.1 और अभी के latest iOS update पे भी जो बैटरी बैकअप आपको मिल रहा है, it is quite good. So even in 2022, the iPhone XR is providing 1 day of battery backup. और क्योंकि ये फ़ोन 2018 में लॉन्च हुआ था, which indirectly means you will get more 1.5 years of software support. तो चलो अब आते हैं final conclusion पे. So after looking at the camera, looking at the performance, looking at the build quality, looking at the battery backup and looking at the 1.5 years of software support, I think this is still a good package, but only in the used market. अगर आप एक नया iPhone XR परचेज करने की सोच रहे हो, then please don't go for it. और ये वीडियो बनाना मुझे बहुत ही मुश्किल था क्योंकि ये फ़ोन 2018 में लॉन्च हुआ है. क्योंकि टेक रिव्यूअर होते हुए ये कहना मेरे लिए बहुत ही मुश्किल है that buy a 3 to 4 year old phone. But now, looking at the second hand market, if you're getting the iPhone XR around 20 to 25,000 rupees, then it is absolutely worth it. But please, don't at all spend more than 25,000 rupees on an iPhone XR, even if it is 100% battery health or even if it is a 256GB model. But guys, see, if you're talking about the value for the money term, then still iPhone XR is a clear champion. So I hope this video was informative and entertaining, and for like this more content, definitely subscribe to the channel. So I will meet you with amazing videos. Until then, peace.